guys, it's Deb here with Sailing Bustle Dream Chaser. And this week we're going to show you the awning that we're having made. We're having a sun cover made to cover the whole boat from bow to stern and replace some biminis that needed some work. The company we're using is Ullman Sails out of Mandeville, Louisiana, and they have been great to work with since we have an idea of what we want. It wasn't like a regular just go in, buy a canvas type thing. So we were working with them on what we wanted and how we wanted it to be kind of more rigid, but it's a longer span. So ours is going from mast to mizzen for the main cover.
This can be all.
So in the front, what we're going to have is a secondary piece that's going to be stationary. It's not going to have any supports in it. It's just going to be a canvas cover that covers from the front of the main mast to the bow to cover that section of the boat. We're also having our biminis replaced. In our cockpit, we have two frameworks for two separate biminis. The rear one needed to be completely replaced, whereas the front one that covers the hatchway and the helm station needed to just have some repairs and stitches. Installation day. Billy's here with Ullman Sails. He's going to install with Gil the new cover for the boat, the main piece. They're going to basically push it over the boom. We're going to lash down the two furthest supports in the back, and then they're going to roll it out and install. So the main focus was to get the first piece, the main piece, correct, fitted properly, and then they could make sure they have the correct measurements to make all the other pieces fit together so it seems seamless into one large piece. Before we roll it out, we want to make sure that it is centered on the boom with the reinforced piece that's sewn in on top.
I must tell you, it was pretty darn cold these last couple days. You could see here I'm wearing a pretty heavy coat just after getting back in town from Boston. So this time we're really just getting this thing set up here to make sure everything fits really well. But you can see what we've done is went through some grommets at the aft center of the awning itself, and we wrapped that around the mizzen mast and we're tensioning up. The purpose of this really is to help hold this aft, so as we roll the awning forward, we'll ultimately tie it tight and tension it between the main and the mizzen. So you can see here we're just making sure everything is centered. We have the halyard ready to go because it's going to help hold this up, and we're slowly going to start unrolling it here so that we can expose all of the lines that come off of the square tubing and connect up to the halyard. Now, as you can see, we're just slowly rolling it here. The wind was really light today, which certainly made this easy for the first time we were putting this up and adjusting all the lines. But as the breeze picked up here just a little bit, we decided it was probably best to go ahead and tie the next couple of sections down. We only have the very aft end tied at this point. I thought I would share this with you. We normally make Swabby wear her life jacket anytime she's going to be out on deck, but when we're leaving the boat and go into the car or something, we don't put it on all the time. And you can see her holding that small bar right there. That's the rule. When you come up out of the companionway and we're right behind you, you get up on the deck and you hold that bar. That way we keep her from going toward the edge. And she's pretty good about it 99% of the time. So you can see she's standing there with one hand on that bar the whole time we're tying this up. So now that we have a few of the lines tied back down to the stanchions just to keep everything nice and stable, we go ahead and start unrolling this further. The beauty is it just kind of tosses over the top of the boom. It's a good place to start it out and roll it forward. So this is where it starts to get a little bit challenging. I can see Deb and I will have to take this down and put it up a few times by ourselves. But what me and the guy from the sail company are running into right here is, you know, if you think about the sail when it's down on the boom and lashed down, where all of the sail slugs are, there is a there's quite a bunching of the sail, right? So if, let's say, the sail's a foot tall over the boom, the length of the boom, it's 3 feet tall at the very top. So what we're doing is sort of rolling this up that thicker part of it and tying it around the main above where that bunch of the sail is. The guys at Ullman Sails are great. If you notice that white material right there, that is Dacron, and they ran it the entire length of this thing to give it additional support. So now that we have it rolled up and loosely tied between the main and the mizzen, we're now raising the halyard. So the guy from the sail loft is actually raising it. I'm standing up here on the rail just to ensure that the two center support poles are slightly higher than the others. What we're shooting for here is a slight peak in the roof, so to speak. Not a lot, just a little bit, so that helps allow rain to sort of go from the center point back and the center point forward and the center points down either side. Our neighbor Keith came along the dock and was asking how we like it. I could see Deb giving him the thumbs up, so she's happy with this. Now that we have everything loosely laid out, it's now time to actually raise this up. I'm going to go ahead and put this in fast motion. We're just loosening up each of these lines, and the purpose here is to get them loose enough that we can raise the halyard and get this whole thing up off of the boom. I'm moving forward, loosening each of these up, and the guy from Woman Sails is doing the same, and then he'll lift her up for us, and I'll retie everything tight.
Oops, there goes the battery. So we do have it up. It's sturdy and rigid. There's about 7 feet of headroom for me and Gil to walk underneath without ducking. We do have the 4 sunshades on the side, which will help in the summertime with some of the rain, wind, but still being able to see out. So looking forward to spending a lot of time in our outdoor room. Okay, so that's it for this sunshade. The next steps are going to be to do the piece that's going to go from the bow to the front mast. And then there's going to be the second bimini that's not up, and also a joining piece that's going to join that bimini to the mizzen mast in the back, and a small section that will cover over the companionway. So we look forward to showing that to you when they get those done. He said it would be about a 2 to 3 week process to get it all finished. So you'll see it soon.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching, and please follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or even Tumblr. Please take a moment and go over to our website at svdreamchaser.com to download free resources for cruising and how-to projects.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please remember to like, share our video. Also, we have some recommended videos. Please take time to browse through those, and hopefully you'll find something that you enjoy.